This is Talk Business and Politics with Roby Brock.
I'm Roby Brock. Welcome to today's Talk Business and Politics Daily. It is Wednesday, November 30th. Thank you for joining us. Here are your top stories of the day. Jobless rates for all 8 metropolitan areas in or connected to Arkansas were lower in October than a year ago, with the Jonesboro Metro outpacing Northwest Arkansas in the percentage rise of year-over-year job growth. Jobless rates range from a low of 2.5% in Northwest Arkansas to a high of 5.4% in the Memphis-West Memphis Metro. That's according to U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics data posted Wednesday. The recent spike of Arkansas children in foster care is caused by many factors, including understaffed caseworkers who err on the side of requesting removing a child from their home because they don't have enough time to properly determine if the child is in a safe place. It's according to the director of the Division of Children and Family Services, who told lawmakers that on Tuesday. Misha Martin told the Joint Performance Review Committee that the system she recently took over is in, quote, a crisis. The number of children involved in foster care has spiked from 3,806 in 2015 to 5,209 as of the end of September of this year. The spike can't be blamed on one cause, but instead is the result of many factors that have snowballed, she said. The Jones Center for Families in January will begin the second phase of an extensive $5 million renovation plan intended to secure the multifunctional venue's position as the cornerstone of a revitalized downtown Springdale. The 21-year-old facility houses an indoor pool complex, ice skating rink, fitness center, and thousands of square feet of meeting and education space serving residents from throughout Northwest Arkansas. If all goes as planned, it will be completely transformed by 2019. And those are your top stories of the day. You can keep up with all of our headlines and top stories at our website at talkbusiness.net. Up next, Congressman Steve Womack is our guest. What's the latest from Washington? We'll find out right after this.
First Security is here. Only here. So that means we're here, here, and here. Even here. And definitely here. Because here is where we want to be for you. First Security Bank. Only in Arkansas.
Arkansas's most abundant natural resource provides the core asset for Deltic Timber Corporation. In addition to the sustainable yield stewardship of its well-stocked timberlands, Deltic adds value by integrating its efficient wood products manufacturing facilities, as well as through planned development of commercial and residential real estate. Deltic Timber Corporation, creating value for a growing Arkansas.
Congressman Steve Womack represents the 3rd Congressional District, primarily in Northwest Arkansas. I caught up with him from Washington, D.C. to see what's on the lame duck sessions agenda. Let's begin with this lame duck congressional session that you guys are in right now. I know there'll be a continuing resolution passed sometime between now and the end of the year. Anything else significant going to take place between now and the end of this session?
Well, we've still got a lot of things on the calendar that we need to dispose of, not the least of which is the continuing resolution that you speak of. And we have between now and the 9th of December to pass a funding bill that carries us further into the fiscal year. You know, our fiscal began October 1st, and we've got funding for the discretionary side of government up through the 9th of December. So sometime between now and then, we'll have to come up with a spending bill that carries us past the inauguration, and my guess would take us perhaps until the end of March so that the new administration can come on board and that we can kind of synchronize our plans to begin the process of doing what was promised during the campaign and that what House Republicans are eager to get underway. So I'm looking at another continuing resolution beginning on the 10th of December and perhaps going through till about the 1st of April, would be my guess.
Congressman Steve Womack also has some thoughts on the incoming Trump administration. We'll share those comments when we come back.
Each day, the promise of our nation begins again. Arkansas and America moving forward. I help make that promise a reality. It's not for everyone, but people everywhere depend on us. Trucking delivers, or everything stops. And that's what drives me.
Circuits turn on the lights by making a connection, by closing the loop. At Entergy, we believe our economy is circular too. What you put in comes back. So we invest billions in new infrastructure, which helps attract new industry, which helps create new jobs. We partner with local communities to electrify the economy. And together, we power life. Entergy.
President-elect Trump has been announcing some cabinet selections and some choices for advisors to him. Give me one that you feel like is the best pick that he's made so far, the one that you might be most excited about, or one that you might have the most interest in.
Well, I'll give you a couple because they're colleagues of mine. They're friends of mine. One of them is a classmate of mine, Mike Pompeo, who's going to take the role as the director of the CIA. Mike is an accomplished guy, graduated first in his class at West Point, serves on the West Point Board of Visitors with me, so and close by too, Southeast Kansas. So Mike is competent. He'll do a great job over at CIA. And Tom Price, Dr. Tom Price, former orthopedic surgeon out of the Georgia area. Tom is going to direct HHS. He's got some strong ideas about how we reshape the healthcare agenda, and so I'm excited for both of those. They're colleagues of mine in the House. I have an enormous amount of confidence in their ability to lead their respective departments. For all of the others, I'm not going to rank them or handicap them or try to pick apart whether they're good or they're bad. Again, as I said before the break, we need to let this administration get its appointments made, get them confirmed, and let's get America moving again.
All right. That's Congressman Steve Womack from Rogers. You can catch our full interview on Sunday's edition of Talk Business and Politics, so make sure to catch that. A quick break. We're back with a look at the latest on the startup scene. More right after this.
Arkansas Electric Cooperative Corporation provides electric energy across 2/3 of Arkansas. This is an exciting time in our energy history, with incredible progress being made in renewable energy and storage technologies. As our energy portfolio continues to diversify, we'll maintain an all-the-above strategy to provide reliable and affordable electricity. Ever since the first light bulbs were placed in our members' homes, the electric cooperatives have been the solutions provider for our members, and we want to continue that well into the future.
So much of what Arkansas state employees do goes unnoticed, yet they have a positive impact on our citizens each and every day. The Arkansas State Employees Association recognizes individuals for excellence in the workplace and leadership in their communities. Congratulations to Deanna O'Malley of Texarkana, the Outstanding State Employee of 2016. We'd like to say thank you to all state employees for all of your hard work and dedication.
Time now to check out the latest in startup news as we visit our startup, entrepreneurship, and technology microsite at talkbusiness.net. It is brought to you by First Security Bank. Here are some of the big stories that we've been covering. Startup Junkie Consulting and the Community Venture Foundation of Fayetteville have joined to form the Northwest Arkansas Venture Team, launching a new website, nwaventureteam.org. While the two organizations will remain separate entities, the Northwest Arkansas Venture Team initiative and website were created in order to centralize their joint efforts in developing the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Northwest Arkansas. Arkansas Senator Jason Rapert has been named CEO for a Conway-based startup that makes door lockdown devices for schools, homes, and churches. Rapert takes the lead at ULockit Security, while the company is planning to grow its market to sell the product nationwide. ULockit is a device built to reinforce interior doors during an emergency, such as an active shooter situation. As the Little Rock Technology Park moves closer to completion of Phase 1 construction in early 2017, the nonprofit authority's 7-person board approved a resolution to give current Executive Director Brent Birch the authority to negotiate and execute leasing agreements with prospective tenants. Once in operation, the 40,000-square-foot development will lure startups, entrepreneurs, and maturing tech companies to the Little Rock area. Birch says one prospect is looking to occupy about 25% of the current space. We're constantly covering the entrepreneurship and startup beat with stories like these. You can stay on top of the news on our website at talkbusiness.net. Just go to the bottom third of our homepage. You'll find our startup microsite with these headlines and several more. That's all for today's Talk Business and Politics Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.